Honey of Cooking with Honey and Friends, and today we have an amazing show for you. We're going to be preparing some homemade biscuits, quick and easy recipe, frying up a little chicken. I mean, it's going to be delicious around here today. And I am just excited to be sharing my time in my kitchen with you. It's springtime in Mississippi, and there's nothing like a beautiful spring salad on your table. This salad has everything. We've got strawberries, pecans, boiled eggs, and of course it's served on a bed of spring lettuce. And to top it off, I'm going to use a honey mustard and honey salad dressing. It is going to be absolutely delicious. I wish you were all here in Mississippi. This is going to be one amazing lunch today. So we are going to prepare some really quick and simple biscuits. I got guests coming in a few minutes. I don't have all day to make biscuits, so what are we going to use? Some Bisquiks. We're going to turn these Bisquick biscuits into the most delicious bacon cheddar biscuits ever. We simply poured in our 1 pack of Bisquick into our container already, and we're going to add in here ½ a cup of flour. Because you want to give it a little bit more consistency. We're going to save a little bit of the flour because you're going to pattern your board a little bit later. The next thing that you're going to add in, believe it or not, you're going to use ½ a cup of Sprite. On the instructions it says to use ½ a cup of water, but you want to give these biscuits this light and fluffy, amazing texture. So go ahead and use ½ a cup of Sprite. Got my whisk here, and we're just going to give it a nice little turn. I hope that everybody in Mississippi is doing absolutely fantastic. Now this has got a nice thick consistency to it. And the next thing we're going to add in is we're going to add in ½ a cup of sour cream. These are going to taste just like you made them from scratch. Put that to the side, and let's just give it a nice little whisk. I know everybody remember their grandmother in the kitchen making homemade biscuits. My grandmother made the best biscuits ever. But I've got guests coming in just a few minutes, so we're going to cheat. The next thing we're going to add in is just a tiny bit of butter. And I've cut these butter pieces up in little bitty cubes, and we're just going to go ahead and spoon them right in. I'm going to give them that extra delicious taste there. Let's get that all in there. And after you get this smooth out really good, just go ahead and take our whisk, get this extra little dough out, and we're going to sit this to the side. Want to make sure that you got a nice creamy consistency. Just going to set these over here. The next thing that we're going to add in is our cheese. Now I've got some shredded cheese here. I've got a mixture of Monterey Jack, and I've got some cheddar here to give that little extra something. And we've got ½ a cup of that. And we're just going to go ahead and take our spoon, and you're just going to spoon it in. Give it a nice little whisk. Now the thing is that you don't want to stir too much, so you're just going to kind of turn them over just a little. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to add in some green onions. And of course, everybody that knows me knows I think green onions can go into everything. But this gives it a nice little extra, just that something. And of course, we've got some bacon bits here. Now, you can use real bacon, or you can just, buy some bacon in a container and just go ahead and pour that in. Real simple. That's it. Give it a nice little turn. These biscuits taste like the ones that you get at that favorite restaurant that you like. Really delicious. Your guests are going to be so surprised. I wish you guys could smell this too. The fragrance of the bacon and the onions. Perfect for the salad that I prepared earlier. And what we're going to do here is we're just dolling a small amount onto our standard cookie sheet, and I've covered it with parchment paper. You can use foil if you like. And if you use just a little bit, probably about a teaspoon in each dip, what you'll end up with is about 30 to 35 biscuits, which is great because if your guests don't enjoy them all at your lunch table, then they'll always have a treat to take home with them. These are going to be absolutely amazing with the salad that I prepared earlier today. The color is beautiful, the fragrance is excellent, and the taste absolutely amazing. I can't wait for my guests to get here. They're gonna think I've been in the kitchen all day. Oh wow, absolutely amazing. And we're simply gonna pop these in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes and your biscuits are absolutely done. Oh wow, these are absolutely beautiful golden cheddar cheese and bacon biscuits. This is going to be perfect with that salad, and my guests are going to be very pleased today. Can you say macaroni and cheese? We're going to take ordinary macaroni and cheese and turn it into extraordinary macaroni and cheese. Or should I say honeylicious macaroni and cheese. We're going to take 12 ounces of penne noodles and we're going to add in them 1 cup of Alfredo sauce. I'll get that all in. And we're going to give it a nice little toss right in the same container that we're going to bake it in. Just toss it up really, really good. Oh wow, this is going to be absolutely delicious. I mean, we've got spring salad and fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and pound cake. That's one delicious traditional Southern meal. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so yummy. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle on just a little bit of salt right into your noodles. We're going to do the same thing with black pepper. Just get you a little bit in there, season up really good. And we've got some basil leaves here, just sprinkle in a few. Oh, the color, the texture, this is going to be great. And let's toss that up again. I mean, this is grown folk macaroni and cheese. Absolutely delicious. Can you say you are cooking with honey and friends? The next thing that we're going to add in is some roasted peppers. I took some yellow and red peppers and we actually roasted them to they're very, very crispy. Oh, that's delicious. Nice smoke taste to it, really crunchy. And you're just going to pour those right in. And you're going to do the same thing, just kind of toss them up a little bit, move them around. Your family is going to be absolutely blown away at how delicious, how simple this meal is. Oh, making a little mess. And the next thing that you're going to add in is just a pat of butter or 2, not a lot. We're going to take about 2 pads here and just kind of fold them in. And I'm going to smooth this out really good. Next thing we're going to add in, let's first one down here, is we've got some sharp cheddar. This is perfect. And you're just going to pile it in right on the top. Cover this really well. Oh, this is going to be yummy, yummy, yummy. And you guys should be here. And we're going to place this in the oven for just a few minutes. Really simple, really quick, extraordinarily delicious. And that's it. I'll be back in a minute. Mississippi, I want to welcome you back to the Cooking with Honey and Friends show. We've got a very hot show for you today. I am preparing the most delicious pound cake. It is a blueberry cream cheese pound cake. I'm sure everybody remembers their grandmother or mother preparing delicious pound cake. Well, I'm going to share this recipe with you so you can share it with your daughter, your granddaughter, your friends and family. It's really simple, very delicious, super rich, and super moist. I'm telling you, this cake is absolutely honeylicious. The first thing you're going to need is 3 cups of sugar. We're just going to pour it right into our bowl here. And we've got 3 cups of butter, or I'm sorry, 3 sticks of butter, and it's been melted, and you're just going to pour it right in. And I know you guys remember my lucky spoon from YouTube. I've got my baby with me today, so we're just going to go ahead and give this a nice little turn here. Oh, this cake is going to be delicious. I love preparing surprises for my friends and family. And the ladies at the local Terry Library have been just absolutely amazing people. And so I'm going to surprise them today. This cake is a special treat just for them. The other thing that you're going to add in is that we've got 1 cup or 16 ounces of sour cream, and you're just going to go ahead and put that right in. Scoop it all in. Oh, I just love my spoon. And just give it a nice little whisk here. Nice little turn. Now the beautiful thing, the secret for keeping this cake moist is simply mixing all of your wet goods first. Give it a nice little turn. This is really quick, really simple. I'm just taking my spoon here. Now you can use your blender to do this, and I probably will blend just for a tad. The next thing that we're going to add in here is we've got 1/4 cup of syrup. This, any syrup that you choose, I'm using, well, just syrup. I was going to tell you the name brand, but we're not calling any names today. If there's any vendors out there that's interested though in sponsoring us, I'll be happy to say your name. Alright, and so we're going to still turn it just a little. Oh gosh, delicious. The next thing that we're going to add in is we've got 6 eggs here, and I've already checked the eggs to make sure that they're nice and clean. Always remember when you're preparing your cakes or any dough or whatever you're using eggs with, make sure you check them to make sure that they're clean. And we're just going to take them one at a time and turn them in. Oh yeah. Go ahead and use those arm muscles. Give it a nice little whip. I hope that everybody in Mississippi is doing absolutely amazing. I believe that Mississippi truly is one of the most delicious states in the world. We've got the most talented people, artists, we've got writers, we've got singers, we've got so many things in this amazing state. We are so much more than just traditional foods. We have great family values. We are people that love each other here, and that's really the premise of this show, is just to say to the world, you're welcome to our table. Come and join us. Be a part of this delicious ride. Learn how to love hard and play hard and have a great time right here in this beautiful state of Mississippi. We're going to finish getting our eggs in. There are going to be so many wonderful people joining us on this show. The amazing Gail Pittman. Of course, everybody around the world knows her from the Gail Pittman Designs. We've got Jeff Good. He's the owner of the Bravo Restaurant. Oh, you have not eaten there, please go tell Jeff I sent you. We're going to have Nick Wallace. He is really the most amazing chef ever. He's the head executive chef at the King Edwards Hotel. I mean, Mississippi's got exactly what you need. And Morgan Freeman, if you're listening, we want you on the Cooking with Honey and Friends show. Gail and I were having a delicious conversation about you, so give Gail a call and let's make this happen. All right, and this is our last egg, and we've got that in there. All right, put this down. The next thing that we're going to put in here is we've got, of course, 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. And we're just going to go ahead, and this has already been softened. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to take our blender to blend this. Now that we've taken our blender and smoothed in our cream cheese with this, and I use that because sometimes when you're using the spoon, the consistency is not as soft as you need it to be. But we've got this done, and the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of brandy here. And you're going to also add in 2 tablespoons of bourbon, your choice. And let's give that a nice little whip. Oh, this fragrance is intoxicating. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in our flour. It's already been aerated, and we're going to take it and we're going to add in half at a time. And we won't use a blender for this at all. We're going to take our spoon. We're just going to fold it in. Oh wow, I truly wish you guys could smell this. Oh. You know, when I'm cooking, it's just, you know, the fragrances and the thought about the people that I'm going to be serving and all those things just create so many wonderful memories. I'm thinking about when I was a little girl and my grandmother was in the kitchen and she was cooking cake from scratch, and she didn't have blenders and all the fancy things that we use now, all these amenities that we have now. What she had was just an old spoon, and we had great conversation. And that's a wonderful thing about cooking, is you can share these same experiences with your children and your grandchildren. Just create some really great memories. Let's give it a nice little whisk here. And we're going to go ahead and pour in our second half of flour. Get it all in. And just fold it. Give it a few turns. And if you will simply remember to just add your flour in last, you'll create a moisture level in your cake that is just absolutely incredible. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in our blueberries, and you can use craisins if you want to, or apricots or apples, but I chose to use blueberries today. I like the color, I like the smell. It's just perfect for this cake. And that's it. Simple ingredients, really quick to make. The most delicious cake ever. Okay, so now that we've got our batter all mixed together, the other wonderful thing that we're going to do, most people would simply just pour their batter in, but what we're going to do is spoon it in. And just kind of lump it in a little bit. You want to give this cake an old-fashioned look. So you're just going to lump it in. We're not going to pat the pan so that the batter all falls together. Just take some time and spoon it all in. Oh my goodness. This is one amazing treat. Just like Mississippi. I've had a lot of people ask me, what is it about Mississippi for me? And I tell them it's everything. This is where I grew up. I have stories of fishing when I was a little girl, or walking on the long country roads barefooted. The most wonderful people, and I want everybody in the whole world to love Mississippi the way that I do. Oh gosh, this is going to be delicious. Very quick, very simple recipe. Oh. My grandmother would be very proud of this. And what you want is never to take your batter above the rim, because if you do, when this cake rises, then it's going to overflow the top. So that's it for now, and we're going to pop this in the oven The first 15 minutes at 350, and then for the next hour and 15 minutes on 300 degrees. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, this cake is absolutely beautiful. And to make sure that our cake is done, we're going to take, normally we use a toothpick, but because this is a pound cake and it has a lot of depth and you want to make sure that it's done through and through, we're going to use a simple skewering pick. We're going to go right into the middle here, through the center, and you want to make sure that it comes out nice and clean. That's absolutely beautiful, Mississippi. We're going to let it cool for a few minutes, and then we're going to serve this amazing cake up. Amazing little tip for you. Today, of course, you know we fixed this wonderful cream cheese blueberry pound cake, but we had a little extra batter left over, so if you were wondering what to do with that, it would make perfect muffins in the morning for your family. So we're simply going to take that little extra batter and we're going to spoon a little bit into our muffin tin here, and we're going to top it with some extra blueberries. Perfect for coffee, or sharing that extra little treat with your friends at your office tomorrow. What an amazing way to use your extra cake batter. This is going to be absolutely delicious. What a perfect treat for those friends who may not necessarily even want to have a whole slice of cake. They can just have a tiny little bite. We'll call it a honey treat. What an amazing way to just create that extra little treat. We're just going to go ahead and top it here with little extra blueberries. That's going to cook in really nicely. This is going to be amazing. Only about 8 to 10 minutes in the oven, and you've got a wonderful muffin for your coffee early in the morning. Along with that amazing spring salad that's loaded with strawberries and candied pecans, we are preparing those amazing biscuits that are cheddar and bacon biscuits. We've got blueberry pound cake, and what would finish the table except fried chicken? And it's raining outside. I'm frying chicken. It sounds like a love song to me. Fried chicken and rain. Okay, so that's going to be a top hit, right? All right, so let's get started. This is really simple, very delicious, completely unexpected. You've got 1 cup of buttermilk, and you're just going to pour it in your bowl because we're going to make a marinade, okay? And you're going to let your chicken marinate anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. You also have a 1/2 cup of Alfredo sauce. Oh, right in your chicken mix. This is going to be so yummy. Create a delicious batter. And then you also have a 1/2 cup of salsa. And you're just going to pour that in. We're going to get it really spicy. Let's stir it up a bit. Oh gosh, yummy! We're going to set this to the side for a second, and we're going to go ahead and season our chicken. Now this particular recipe is for anywhere from 12 to 15 pieces of chicken. We're going to go ahead and start sprinkling it with a little pepper here, because this is very spicy chicken, very delicious. We've got a little bit of salt, about a tablespoon of salt right on your chicken. Oh, perfectly seasoned. We're going to do the same with black pepper. We're going to have a party over here with this chicken. This is going to be delicious. We've got some marjoram leaves. Now, and normally you find this in your pasta, but the taste and the texture that it adds to your chicken is just absolutely delicious. Nice spicy chicken. You got a little garlic going on. Get that in there. I'm excited about making this chicken today. And just add all the spices that you want to make your chicken absolutely delicious, to keep it from being bland. I mean, this chicken is full of texture, great flavor. Your friends and family are going to be completely surprised. Now what you're going to do is you're going to kind of toss it up a little bit, because all the seasoning, of course, is on the top, and you want to just go ahead and turn your chicken over. Now, I'm using, of course, this fork to get this done, to turn it over, because I didn't want to put my hands on it. And you're just going to kind of move it around a little bit, kind of let it make out, you know. Your wings and your legs are in here having a party together. And you're just going to go ahead and add that into your marinade. Can you see that? All this beautiful season right on your chicken. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. And you're going to add that into your marinade. Oh, wow. This is going to be a terrific lunch, Mississippi, and I'm so excited that you are here sharing this with me. I'm going to set this to the side. And you want to make sure that your chicken is covered really well. Get those wings in there. And the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to let this refrigerate for 30 minutes to an hour, and then we're going to go ahead and fry our chicken. Okay, Mississippi, so now that we've allowed our chicken to marinate for about 30 minutes, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. You've got these terrific little specks that come from our marjoram and our peppers. This is going to be delicious. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and flour this up. And I really love this tongue. I was kind of laughing earlier. I was thinking, you know, don't you wish you had one of these for your spouse? The fact that it's called a tongue is amazing, because you can just like, and then when people are talking too much, you go, be quiet. So we're going to use this, and we're going to take our chicken, and we're going to just like take it right over to our flour. It's battered up really nicely here. I'm just going to give it a nice turn. You want to make sure that there's a lot of flour on here, and then just give it a little shake and place it over here. Oh gosh, this chicken is going to be delicious. I really wish you guys were here. I mean, the taste is going to be absolutely amazing. You got your buttermilk, and you've got your Alfredo sauce, and you've got your salsa to give it that extra kick, along with all the amazing spices that you like. This is going to be great honey fried chicken. Oh, I know you guys are headed over, right? Come on and hang out with me, and let's eat a terrific meal today. I'm making a mess. And you want to make sure that you put your thicker pieces of chicken in the center when you fry. Oh, that's going to be wonderful. Your drumsticks are thicker, so we're going to put those in the center. And we're going to go ahead and put our wings around the edges. They're a little bit leaner, so it doesn't take as long for them to cook. Actually takes us about 28 minutes to fry this chicken completely. This is going to be absolutely wonderful. And we're going to cover this just for a few minutes. more about this delicious project, please join us via Facebook at Cooking with Honey and Friends. You can also catch some early episodes on YouTube, also at Cooking with Honey and Friends, or on Twitter, Honey's Hot in Mississippi. This is one delicious ride, so come on, let's cook it up today.